Hey YouTube. Hey John, you left a comment, thank you very much, about my jaws that I was using when I was building the mug. So what I use is I use the Talon chuck for my Shopsmith. I had to buy a 5/8 inch adapter for it to fit on, and it goes right in. That's it right here. And it goes in with a set screw. So that's how that fits onto the Shopsmith. And then this is an accessory that I use with it. Okay, they're called jumbo jaws, and yeah, it can do quite a large bowl. Has these little rubber feet that screw onto the plate in different places to grab stuff. It does not fix it any better than the regular chuck if you pull your piece off and go to put it back on. What I've done in the past, and I didn't do this last time, that's why I got in trouble on the mug, is that I usually mark, these guys are marked on the end here, on the end, it tells you which jaw it is, and I usually find my number 1, and then on the piece when I mount it, I make a mark on the piece that's centered on that, so if I do take it back off, I can put it back on in the same orientation on the jaw, and that helps. Doesn't get it right, never should remove it. Then you don't have that problem like I did and like you were talking about. But the jumbo jaws mount on, and then and then these screws hold that in place. They're not very tall. These things are over $100 now too. Back when I bought it, it was like $80, I think. So they've gone up in price, but you can buy a second set of these to make it stack higher. And I was just out on eBay kind of seeing what was available out there, and there's some folks that sell 2-inch and 1.5-inch tall pieces that will go in there. So that's kind of good to know. I'm probably going to invest in a set of those, but I'm not positive yet, because one other thing that I saw somebody did is I've got another set of jaws here for small parts, for small spindles. And what I saw somebody do, and I'm just kind of curious, yeah. So what they had done, okay, I'm going to have to find one with a hole. I'm going to play, I haven't tried it, but what they did was they mounted one of these in. And I can only get one hole, but if I mount it in the slot, and I buy a bolt with a nut, so I think I can mount my regular chuck jaws on these slots and get a 1/4 by 20, I'm going to try this, a 1/4 by 20 nut on the back here to tighten them down. That might be, that would give me extra hold power. So thank you, John. I hope that shows you what it is. And the chuck mounted, I've just got my Mini Deputy all set up here. So I've got the chuck mounted, and I could show you I'll make another video in a bit. I'll put this all together and put the Jumbo Jaws on so you can see it. But you did ask about it, and I wanted to answer your question so that you know, because that's a very good question. So, I'll be back.